you don't remember the Cold War. It was done pretty much before you were of an age where it was a problem. I remember it very well. I was born in 1952, grew up in the 60s and 70s when the Russian Empire had plenty of firepower to destroy the earth and end our way of life. I remember neighbors building bomb shelters. I remember that. I remember going down into one. My neighbor built a bomb shelter. We thought it was the neatest thing. As kids, it's kind of like a cave. And went down there, and in the middle of the summer, it was always cool. That's what we thought was neat about it. It was always cool down underneath the ground, you know, with this bomb shelter. Had a great old big metal door, the big old, like, looked like the wheel that you'd open a door on a battleship. And he turned every now and then the guy would take us down and open that door, and we'd go in there, and he didn't have it stocked, but he had all those shelves where he would stock it with water and canned goods, and had this huge filtration system. And I remember asking the guy about that. The deal was he could live there in that bomb shelter for probably 6 months if it was completely stocked with water and food. We thought that was just so interesting. I remember in school having nuclear air raid drills. You guys have fire drills. We had nuclear drills when I was in school. And the thing about that is it was so ridiculous because it said, look, if we are attacked by the Russians, here's what we're going to do. And they would come over the PA system, and beep, 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 nuclear attack. Well, that would just panic students. I mean, it's crazy to do that sort of thing. But what were we trained to do? Get under the desk. Like that's going to help you, you know? I remember, even as a kid, I remember huddled up underneath this desk thinking, how is this going to help me? If a nuclear bomb hits, this desk is not the best protection against that. And we just crawl on the desk and look at you like, this is fun. Useless, but fun. The bomb hits, we're all fried. But I remember teaching years and years ago in Tennessee. I was teaching a history class, and we were talking about the Soviets and how many times we can destroy the world between the nuclear arsenals the U.S. had and they had. And the Russians hate us, and as soon as they think we're weak enough, they'll attack. And I didn't realize I was scaring a young lady in the classroom. She was frightened to death of nuclear warfare and the Russians. I didn't know that. And I'm teaching the lesson, and the class is over, bell rings, and the class walks out. And as she came by the podium, she's crying. And I stopped her. Hey, her name was Toby. I said, Toby, you all right? You okay? So I kind of waited. I said, wait. I waited till everybody left. And I said, I had no idea it was what I just taught. I thought, some guy insulted her. You know how girls. Anyway, I didn't know what it was. I said, tell me, what in the world has upset you so bad? She said, the Russians, and the bomb. And I realized it was me. I had done this to her with that lesson. I said, you don't need to worry about the Russians. They're scared to death of us. They won't make a move on us. They know who we are. They're not going to mess with us. You didn't grow up in that, but a whole generation did. The fear. Cold War began immediately. We are working with the Russians in World War II because